I was late to dinner. That's because Steve was good enough to give me a ride over in the rain. We talked for I don't know how long. Steve was my ambassador 22 years ago. It's getting scary. But he's that important to me. He's that good. And to really be able to talk to him, work out a whole bunch of things, I think I plan my next 15 years just talking to him then. Those are the kinds of Hobie memories I've got. I can remember a lot of things about Steve Pratt when he was your age. And he was a pretty kick-butt guy then, and he still is. And all of you have got your strengths, and you're going to go out and you're going to do some great things. The thing I sometimes wish was a little different. This is the last time, I think, very likely last time, all of you are going to physically be in the same location. And that's kind of hard because this has been a great 4 days. And I mean that for, you clearly, I've heard ambassadors say that. I've heard a lot of junior staff say that. I've heard every junior staffer say that. The adult staff feels the same way. But the other thing I've got, my other prop here probably, how many people have read this book, Charlotte's Web, or had it read to them when they were younger? It's kind of funny because I always assumed it was a book for kids, and not sure it is, because I won't give you all the plot to it, but at the end of it, at the fair, Wilbur's going to go back to the farm, then he suddenly realizes that Charlotte's not going to go back with him. And he is absolutely crushed, because the most important person in his life is no longer going to be there. But then he takes the egg sack back, so Charlotte's babies will be there. There'll be something if Charlotte left. And he waits all winter, just knowing that when the spring comes, those eggs will hatch. But when they do, the spiders start taking off, and they blow these balloons, they float off in the air, they go away. And again, he just cries himself to sleep because at times he's been dropped. He was devastated completely in his life. But when he wakes up, there are a couple left there. And those are the next legacy of Charlotte. And that goes on year after year. I will be a whole lot poorer because I will not see all of these people next year, the year after, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I will not know what most of you are doing, but I will know what some of you are doing. Why? I just feel that way. I know what Steve Pratt's doing. I talked to Elizabeth from Valparaiso. I asked her about Mr. Matthew, her English teacher. He was one of my students back the year before Steve even. I will know what a handful of you are doing, and I think I know from that every one of you is doing exactly what you need to do. That's making a difference in the lives of people around you, the lives of people that are important to you. Back in 1991, when I chaired this seminar, our closing speaker, Mike Carroll, said something that I've always carried with me. Mike said, the most important thing you can do every single day of your life is to serve the people around you. And Mike lives his life that way. Tragically, he died 15 months later. But now, the last 15 years, everything I do, last thing I do before I come to Hobie, is I go over to Crown Hill Cemetery. I kind of park the car and I take about a 10 to 15 minute walk because I didn't want to just drive right up there. I want to just kind of soak it in for a while. But I walk over to Mike's grave about halfway up Crown Hill. I just kind of kneel down and I have a little conversation with him. And what I tell him is I remember